Hello, what's up? Hi. I'm excited. We're going to meditate together tonight. So today is day 5 out of 7 of this meditation series I've been doing, our Rebirth Challenge. So I'm really excited. Today is, day 5. So after tonight, we have 2 more meditations we're going to be doing together in the theme of rebirth. So if you have missed it, it's not too late. All the meditations are saved up on my IGTV, so you can always go back and start with number 1 if you want. And I encourage you to go through all of them in a row, but they don't necessarily have to be done that way. So if you just are coming in tonight, that's okay. I just ask, that whoever this video would be helpful for and this meditation would be helpful for in this moment, they'll find the meditation that is helpful for them in this series. And then if you enjoy it, you can go back and do the rest of them. And I also save them on my YouTube and my podcast. So there you go. I'm excited. We're going to meditate. So how are we feeling? How are we doing? I feel like a lot of stuff has been coming up collectively. Things are moving, things are shifting in good and bad directions all around. So we're really wanting to focus on tonight, like if we could birth, the highest timeline, the best possible outcome for yourself, for the collective, like if you could dream a dream world, what would that look like? If you could dream a dream life, what would that look like? Oftentimes I think, and this is an exercise I've done with some of my clients, but like oftentimes even if we have one day for it to be the best day, the most fun day, like the most fulfilling day, it's hard for us to conceptualize and actually think about like what would that be? And then we're sometimes like brittled, I don't know if that's the word, but like exhausted with the amount of ideas and the amount of possibilities. Like if we were to dream a dream day, then a dream life, then a dream world, like it sometimes feels impossible to even think of what that would look like. So tonight in our meditation, we're going to start with a little bit of like movement and breath, just to kind of like move the energy, move the vibe, like feel good in our bodies, feel grounded, feel comfortable. And then we're going to do a little bit of a visualization centered around dreaming a dream life and dreaming a dream world. And this is just like a tiny taste of that. So an exercise that I've had clients do is kind of create a perfect day for themselves, a dream day for themselves. Like if you had a day with no other obligations, what would that actually look like if you could do anything and you could create anything and feel anything and experience anything? Like what would that be? And you can take it real big and real imaginative, like I would go to Disney World and I would do all this and I would eat like 1,000 pies, whatever it would be for you. But I want you to also then, if you so choose, then simplify that to realistically in my life right now, if I could make any decision of how my day would look, how would I create that day? And then from there, building upon that so that ideas that you want for your future, you can really start to like figure out how that's possible for you and not be so stressed about like when you're going to get there, because you start with the day. Then you can keep going till you get to the rest of the life. And then if you really want, and this is the most beautiful part, I think, is looking at that more universally. Like what would the world that you live in look like and feel like if it was perfect, quote unquote, if it was your dream experience? What would that be like? And not thinking about like the impossibility of it all, because of course there are a million bajillion, I don't know how many people there are in the world, 9 billion, is that right? Someone tell me in the comments. But there's a lot of people in the world. There's a lot of like things out of our control that are scary. There's so much going on. So don't get caught up in the idea of this isn't possible for me to have a life like this. We're just, bringing it into a meditative space so that we get comfortable with it if it were to be possible. If we have this amazing thing that we're really trying to work towards, and then tomorrow it could just happen, a lot of people, myself included, would get freaked out, would be stressed out, would possibly even self-sabotage that opportunity that we have been calling for. So in these types of meditations, like a visualization technique, it's really about getting your body, your nervous system, your mind comfortable with peace, with stillness, with joy, with all these positive emotions that oftentimes we don't know how to experience because we have been in the chaos, we have been in the shits. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight, but I'm excited about it. It's going to feel good. It's going to be nice. We're going to be here, about 30 minutes. So we're going to do about 10 minutes of breath and movement, and then we're going to go into the visualization. That will be about 20 minutes. And you'll be closing your eyes and lying down for the visualization, or, seated comfortably. But for the movement part, I'm going to have everyone just take a second to get comfortable. You're going to be seated either in a chair like I am. I'm in a chair. My feet are flat on the ground. Spine up as straight as possible. I have a pillow behind me to support me a little bit. So if you need to get a pillow or get any accommodations to make yourself comfortable, do what you need to do. You can also do this in a couch or on the floor, with your back against the wall, and sit cross-legged on your yoga mat, whatever you need. I'm gonna give everyone who's here live about a minute before we begin. And then if you're watching this later, do what you need to do. You can always pause the video and get comfy. So I'm gonna put on a little relaxing music. And then we'll get started. I'm also gonna take a sip. So get some water. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I'm drinking my favorite. My sibling just bought this for me. I know it's backwards. Gerolsteiner sparkling mineral water. It's has, oh my god, the best mineral content, and it just makes me feel so good. Because most bubbly water is not very good for you, and plus the cans, and it's the whole thing. But I'm obsessed with this. So we're gonna get started in 1 second. Let me just put on some music. Okay. What are we feeling? I can hear the bubbles in this water. So let's just begin by taking 3 deep breaths. So you're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I just want something in the background. Yuki. So we're gonna just do a light movement and breath. We're gonna be moving, that's good. We're gonna be moving our bodies. So for this portion, you can have your eyes open so you can see what we're gonna do. So let me just back up a little bit so you can see me better. But first, yeah, just bring your shoulders back, spine up as straight as you comfortably can. Feet flat on the floor. Your hands are palms facing down on the top of your legs. And if you're seated on the floor, again, yeah, they can be on the top of your knees or thighs, or wherever is most comfortable. And yes, to begin, we're gonna take 3 more deep breaths. So breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. I'm gonna have you take it doesn't matter either side, one of your hands, and you're gonna put it on the opposite shoulder and just stretch here for a moment. Take a deep breath here. And just kind of pull ever so slightly with your hand, with your fingertips against the shoulder blade, and draw it towards you, towards your heart. Just apply very light pressure here. Do not pull too hard, just gently, and release. We're gonna do the same thing with the other side. So take your hand, cup your shoulder, and you're going to, I'll show you from the side, you're gonna stretch towards you, just slightly, light pressure, and take a deep breath. Release. And now you're gonna bring your hands just cupping the back of your neck and just applying light pressure on the back of your neck where your neck meets your shoulders, and stretching your elbows forward as much as you comfortably can. Do not apply too much pressure, and release. Now we're going to bring our hands over the top of our head. Just stretch all the way up and stretch your fingertips too. And I'm just leaning back so you guys can see what I mean. Stretch those fingertips. And then bring your hands to touch like a prayer position. Bring your hands down over your heart. Take a deep breath here. Now bring your hands to the top of your legs or your knees. Palms facing down. We're gonna do a few little like facial stretches. They're gonna look weird, they're gonna feel weird, but they're gonna feel good. Like weird in a good way. So I'll show you what we're gonna do. So right behind, I want you guys to be able to see. So right behind your ear, there's kind of like a little divot where it meets your neck, if you can see where I'm pointing. So we're gonna take like 2 or 3 fingertips and just apply light pressure, pulling downwards on this little divot. And just stretching that out, stretching that out. And then bringing your hands down your neck, just kind of scraping your skin. Like your claw, other side. I hope you guys can see. So there's that little divot right behind your ear, and it goes down. So you're gonna take a few fingertips, push towards your neck and down. And just kind of pull down like you're yanking, like pulling down your curtains or something. Light pressure. And then stretch down your neck like a claw. Now face forward. You guys didn't have to move. I was just moving so you could see me. So what we're going to do, this part's going to be a little harder for me because I can't see without my glasses. So I'm going to get real close so I can show you guys what we're doing. You're going to take your thumbs. So this is where we're finding our eyebrows. Underneath our eyebrows, there's like a bone right above your eyelids. So just feel on your body, feel on yourself, like where that is. And once you find it, you're gonna find the start of it. So the top of your nose and go up and find that area. So once you found it, you're gonna take your thumbs and you're going to press into that area. And you're gonna apply medium pressure. It might be uncomfortable, it might even hurt, but this is what we want. This is a acupressure point. Helps with tension and stress, emotionally and physically. We're gonna hold it about 10 more seconds, so 30 seconds at a time. You can do this like 30 seconds, 3 times in a row, but don't do it more than that. And release, at least at one time. And you're gonna see some red markings if you're super pale like me, and that's totally normal. So you might even feel a release in the back of your neck when you do that. And now we're gonna do a little stretch around that area. So you're gonna do the same thing, just very light pressure, like not applying any pressure at all. And you're gonna then locate the top of your forehead where your hairline is. So again, one point is at our brow bone and one is where our hairline is. And then you're going to take the thumb, press it into the brow bone, and then have your pointer finger or your middle finger, wherever is easier to reach. Press that at the top of the hairline where your crown is. And then you're just gonna squeeze your skin downwards, ever so slightly, not a lot of pressure. And then you can move down the sides of your forehead. And you're like pinching, basically pinching yourself, but it's not supposed to hurt, it's supposed to feel good. So doing this on one side. This is one of my favorite stretches, and I was showing it to a client today. For wrinkles and fine lines, but it also has emotional and physiological benefits, as well as those aesthetic benefits. So then you can kind of just stretch over your top of your forehead. Give yourself a little tapping. It's whatever feels good in this moment. Then we're going to do the other side. So again, find the brow bone, find the top of your crown, your hairline, not the top of your crown, the top of your head. And then you're gonna squeeze downward, pinching. And I know it looks weird, but if you're doing this with me, I know you know it feels really good. And in reflexology, at least in what I have studied with Deanne Chan, which is a Vietnamese technique, these are like our arms and our shoulders. So shoulders, arms, wrists. That is really, we're getting a lot of release in the upper part of the body as we do work on our face. So we're going to do one more, and then we're going to go into our visualization. And if you guys like this, let me know, because I can do like an hour of just this. So we're going to take our fingertips, 3 fingertips, pointer, middle, ring. You're going to locate underneath your eye. There's another bone right here. So underneath our eye bags, as a lot of people refer to them, there's gonna be a little bone. So we're gonna locate that on both sides. Just figure out on your face, because everyone's face is different, where that is. And it might make you sneeze too when you do this, because I feel like I have a sneeze when that happens. But so if you do, that's normal. You're gonna place your 3 fingertips. We're gonna do one side at a time. One's gonna be right underneath that, or right at the start of that bone underneath your eyes. Then you're gonna have another one at the tip of your nasal fold. So right where that little fold is, put your fingertip. And then the other one is gonna be placed on your upper lip. So your upper lip, above your upper lip. So there's a little fold here, all smile lines, underneath the smile lines. So again, that is pointer finger is underneath the eye, middle finger is at the nasal fold, and ring finger is right above your upper lip. And then we're going to just slightly, okay, so if I can show you this, your thumb is just going to be placed resting right along your ear. And you're going to basically do that same pinching motion, just exaggerated. So pinching. So the thumb is dragging towards and the other fingers are dragging towards the thumb. So if you can do that with me, it feels really good. You're just gonna go really slowly till the fingers meet each other. And this is just a big release for our sinuses and the jaw. Helps. It doesn't release the jaw, but it loosens the jaw. So squeeze, 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 squeeze. Okay, they're touching. That means you're done. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And if you're seated in a chair, you can have your elbows rest on something, or you can readjust wherever it is like you're able to do this without feeling like your arms are getting super tired. So pointer finger underneath the eye, middle finger in the nasal fold, ring finger above the lip, and then your thumb is like we're pressing against the base of the ear, or the middle of the ear. And then you're going to just start pulling, start pinching. And one side, one side like this one on me might be way tighter than the other. And a lot of times if we clench our jaw, our teeth from like TMJ, this might hurt. So it's supposed to feel good though, don't pull too hard. But yeah, see they're getting closer, 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 closer. My hands look so yellow because my face is red now from pinching. So yes, my hands are not yellow. That is our fun little stretch. And then what I like to do, just to kind of like settle it all in, you have your palms flat against your face. And just cover your eyes for a minute like this and just rest comfortably. We're gonna take 5 deep breaths here, and then I'll allow you guys to lie down or get super comfortable for our visualization. So just taking a few deep breaths. Inhale. So if you haven't, you can take your final breath. My phone glitched for a second, so we're about to begin our visualization. I'm getting so tired already. Don't we feel relaxed? Don't we feel relaxed? So again, this visualization is going to be focused on a dream life and a dream world. So we're going to do that through imaginative visualization. So I'll basically be walking you through experience. If you've done this with me, I say this most every single time, but we'll say it again in case anyone is new. You don't have to physically see it. Some people, it will be really easy for you and you'll see it just like a movie in your mind, just like you're looking at a photograph right in front of you, just like you're looking at me on the screen of this iPhone device, technological device, your computer, etc. But for some people, it's going to be more physical. You might experience it in your body. You might have emotions come up. You might have memories pop up. You might have even like smells or sensations in your body. So allow yourself to just feel into the experience. Know that it's happening. Don't put too much pressure on yourself for you to really truly see. And if you can, that's amazing, and please tell me about it. But that's why this is a practice. We do it again and again and again in many different ways every day. Because it builds upon itself. And when we can release fear and release doubt, we can expand so much more in our ability to see, know, sense, feel, get into all those clear senses. So I have my beautiful little quartz crystal cluster with us. So if you haven't already, you can be lying down comfortably. I also have this black moonstone. It's super beautiful. I wish you could truly see it, but you can't see it in this light really well, but it's very interesting looking. So those are our crystal friends for the meditation. And then we have some peppermint for the mind. So let's get started. Closing our eyes. Just taking a few more deep breaths to really settle in now that you're lying down. And let us begin. So tonight, we are imagining a dream world. So in your mind, do your best to follow along with the words I am describing. Imagine you're standing in front of a beautiful, large, pink wall. It's soft, almost looks like it's made of clouds, but you see that it's solid. And you're standing on a wooden floor. You feel like you're floating, but you are grounded in your body, safe here in the room that you are now, as we begin our visualization together. We just ask that the energy of unconditional love can support us through this meditation tonight. If you have any spirit guides or angels or any energies of assistance that you'd like to call forward, you can do that in your mind. Asking these energies to support you as you bring forward the dreams of your imagination into your physical reality. Take a deep breath with me here, breathing in through the nose, and this time exhale out the nose. And as you're looking at this wall, the beautiful luminous pink light, it's shimmery, glittering, iridescent, the best qualities of light. Like looking into a crystal ball that's standing in front of a red wall. Reflected through that, it becomes pink. And as you're looking at this wall, you begin to notice there's a small doorway right in front of you. Just see if you can picture what this door looks like to you. Is it the same pink color? Is there a handle or a way that you could open this door? I'm just taking a moment to really picture it. This is a doorway to your highest timeline, to your dream life, to the figments of your wildest imagination, what you really would just love to experience. And you're going to build it here together with me tonight. So when you're ready, you can walk through this doorway and meet me on the other side. On the other side is an empty room, full of potential for you to play with. So once you have entered the room, I invite you to sit down. This is a room of your making. Within your mind, and all of these elements can come forward into our reality in their own individual ways. So what we dream might not always come true in the exact way we dream it, but we can sow the seeds to bring it forward in a way that's possible in our waking reality. So in your mind, begin to imagine what this room looks like. What is the color of this room? And instead of just relying on what does the room feel like, you can design the room exactly how you want it. So if you walk in and you like to be in a blue room or a room made of cheetah print, you're going to begin to imagine it so. And in this room, there's the perfect place for you to sit. What does that look like to you? And what is the lighting like in this room? Are there any lamps? Are there large windows? Color changing lights? What are the lights like in this room? And what does this room smell like? Like gardenias, what is the temperature of this room? Is it cold and you have some nice cozy blankets? Is it warm like a summer's day? If it could be your perfect temperature, what would that look like? What would that feel like in your body? And you look around and you see a beautiful mirror. And you just can take a look at yourself and see, what do you look like in this room? What are you wearing? What does your hair look like? And this isn't about changing the way we look. It's about embracing the way we want to be and the way that we want to express ourselves. And just looking at yourself in the mirror. Just feeling into the energy of this version of yourself. What do they have to tell us that we don't already know? And we're just going to stay here a moment and have a conversation with this version of ourselves. I'm going to stay here for about 5 minutes. So just allow yourself to experience whatever you need in this moment. And just listen to the words that this part of you has to share. The words, the feelings, the images, the memories, the energy, whatever wants to come up. Just taking another few seconds with this version of you. And walking back to the center of the room. And just taking a look at your surroundings. And asking to bring back with you tonight the feeling of this energy. Your highest timeline, your dream world, your dream life. What does it feel like in your body? So we may begin to continue to cultivate this energy day by day. Of healing, of energy, love, possibility, but to also have clarity, have a direction, have a goal. Goals can sometimes sound scary. It's something to work towards within yourself and within the outside world. And when you're ready, you're going to walk back through that doorway that you originally came through. And we're going to take you back into the room you are now. Imagine yourself walking back through that door, back to the wall of the pink healing light and the wooden floor, giving thanks to this version of yourself, giving thanks to yourself for showing up tonight. We ask any energy that we moved or shifted with our meditation here tonight is able to be released into the light or buried deep into the earth to be recycled, renewed into usable energy. It doesn't have to be with you any longer if it's time to let go. Take a deep breath here. Imagine yourself back in your body, coming all the way back to your body. Back to the room you are seated in, the room you are laying down in. We're just going to take a few minutes here, and I invite you to just breathe however is most comfortable. We're going to take about a minute here before we begin to open our eyes. So just breathing here together. And just feeling into the possibility that we just connected with. And allowing it to assimilate, rejuvenate us, assimilate with our energy now. Connecting back into our bodies. What does your back feel like? Your legs, your ankles, your shoulders, your wrists, your head, your crown, your hair. You can gently begin to just move your hips slightly in a circle, however is most comfortable. Just kind of waking up that area of the body. And then switching directions. And you're going to just move your head from side to side, up and down, chin to chest and back again. Just very slowly, don't move too quickly. There is no rush. When you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. So thank you for meditating with me tonight. I'm so curious about your rooms and your conversations. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So if anyone wants to share, you can comment on this video. I'd love to hear about your experience. Just, bringing little tastes of that energy forward so that we can continue, expand, cultivate, like really feel into what it would feel like if we felt expansive, if we felt ready, if we were ready. Instead of holding ourselves back and back and back. We're rebirthing a version of ourselves every day. But with this challenge, we're really focusing on it. So now is the time to see what you want that to look like. So if you want to take this practice further, you can do some of the journaling stuff I was talking about at the beginning. And again, comment, let me know about your experience, please. Or you can always email me if you want it to be private. And if you have questions or anything, you can always DM me or email me. My email, I think it's on my page, but yeah, it's just my name. It's grace@gracelannon, my full name, .com. gracelannon.com is my website. That's how you can book sessions and whatnot. And then I have all sorts of cool stuff on there. But if you want to chat, DM me, email me, the things. I also have this beautiful rhodochrosite necklace with me right now. Or no, this is rhodonite. I always get them confused, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I feel really energized. I was really tired after we did the first part, so I don't know how you're feeling, but I'm so happy to be here with you. We have 2 more meditations in this series. Thank you to everyone who's been meditating with me. And as always, like I just said, I'm a message away. So yeah, you can save this, do it later if you just got the end of it. I'm going to save this on my IGTV. So thank you guys for all the people that came and watched live. And then whoever's watching this later, I love you too. And yeah, have a wonderful night. Drink extra water. Just go to bed if you're watching this right before bed. Just go to bed. Go brush your teeth. Go wash your face. Go to sleep. And continue your dreams in the dream world. So anyway, love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.